This is a trade I never thought I'd say. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. And this is episode 10. We're on our 10th episode in NHL 20 franchise mode for Atlantic Navigators. So, in the past episode, for a second consecutive year, we barely missed on the playoffs. We're heading into the offseason. The Blackhawks won the 23 Stanley Cup. As you guys can see here, they beat the Washington Capitals in 6 games to win the Stanley Cup. Let's take a look at the awards for the year. So the Blackhawks got the Cup. President's Trophy actually went to the New Jersey Devils. Art Ross went to Tyler Seguin. He also got the Hart. Norris went to Klingberg. Lady Bing went to Seguin. Wow, the Dallas Stars are just like dominating for the awards. Calder went to Lynn from the Vancouver Canucks. Conn Smythe went to Patrick Kane. Darcy Kemper gets the Vezina Trophy, as well as the Jennings. Bill Masterton to Shea Theodore. Jack Adams goes to Nystrom. Selke goes to Ryan O'Reilly for a 5th year in a row. Ted Lindsay goes to Seguin. Wow. And the Rocket Richard. So Seguin wins 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 awards. 5 awards for Tyler Seguin. And with Klingberg, that's 6 awards for the Dallas Stars. That's unbelievable. I'm just going to go back and see, refresh our memory as to how good Tyler Seguin was. He ended up with 56 goals, 108 points. That is unreal. As for John Klingberg, he ended up with 71 assists, 82 points for Klingberg. I'm going to go back to see the Dallas Stars. They ended up not even making it past the first round. So, going to head into the NHL entry draft of the 22-23 season. Here we are. The Vancouver Canucks have the first overall pick for the draft. As for our pick, we do have number 15, which is not bad. 15 overall pick in the first round. Hopefully, we can actually get an elite player. That would be great. Gonna look at the draft class as well real quick here. As for 15, I do believe there's a good player right around that mark. That is a guaranteed elite. Right here, Reynolds. He's actually scouted to go 20. So there's a good chance that he will still be there. So really no point in trying to move up to get one of these guys. They're probably going to be higher overall. But we'll lose some assets in turn of doing that. So let's go back to the start, and they get which is 80 overall medium elite. Pispanin, 80 overall medium elite. Chistov, 78 medium elite. So we have 3 medium elites right at the start. Bomiser, another medium elite. Summers, Bentley, Brodziak, Norton. So a couple of medium top 6s, as well as Vishko and Bruce. Medium top 4 defenseman for Montreal. So nothing too crazy. We have the 15 overall pick. So hopefully you guys still available right there. Colby Reynolds ended up with 7 points in 45 games. He's a right winger. Similar style to Henrik Zetterberg. He's only 18. We have a guaranteed medium top 4 defenseman here in Dano. He's NHL already at 17. Wow. So we have Reynolds here, who's probably going to be the guy we're going to take. So first off, the Atlantic Navigators do want to congratulate the Chicago Blackhawks on their Stanley Cup. For our first pick in the 23 NHL entry draft, we're proud to select out of the Liga, Colby Reynolds. He is 6'3", a big body. He's 62 overall, medium elite. Not bad at all. Rating's a bit low, but we do get a medium elite player, so can't complain. Want to see where that defenseman went. If he's been picked after us, see what his rating was. So Dano, 76 medium top 4. I mean, our guy is only 18, so he definitely still has a few years to grow. Hopefully it will turn out well for us. Second pick, we have number 15 in the second round. Let's see what we have available. We actually have a guy here that could potentially be an elite player. Gonna see first of all if there's any more guaranteed elites. Oh, look at that name. We have Lubomir Shatan, a goaltender, 17 years old. He's scouted to go 61st, and he's actually a gem. 17 wins in 27 games. It was 17-10, 877 save percentage, 367 goals against. Similar to Braden Holtby. That's kind of funny because Holtby was one of our goaltenders in this franchise mode. this guy hasn't played. So we're definitely going to take this guy. Guaranteed medium elite goaltender at 17 years old out of the Extraliga. Lubomir Shaton is how you pronounce it, I believe. We have picked him 58 overall, medium elite. That's not bad at all. I'm happily going to take back-to-back medium elites to start off the draft. We're offered a couple of forwards from the Avalanche. We actually have back-to-back picks in the third round, so we can get two players, any two players that we want right here. This guy's name is Vyacheslav Ovechkin. What a great last name. And this guy is actually still available as well, Jakub Dobita. So, medium elite, 19 years old goaltender. No reason not pick him. 57 overall. These guys will have very good trade value being medium elite. I'm going to see if there's any gems still available. Doesn't look like it. Let's go with the potential, see what else is out there. So, these guys here, I'm looking at either Oli Sepanin or Valery Radulov. He's another goaltender. Sepanin could be medium elite, 50% chance. We have a guaranteed low elite here. He's ranked to go 206. So we're definitely going to have to look out for him in the 200s. Let's see what else we have. I actually saw a winger that has 3 bars. So 166 overall. I'm going to pin those two guys. Definitely guys I'm going to have to look out later. Let's see if I put in the scouting rank. See if anybody would be a good pick here. Could be medium elite. He's going to be picked very soon. He's 6'1". Good size, 194, 18 years old. Going to take out of the Liga. Oli Sepanin. See what his rank is. And he is medium top 6, 59 overall. So not a great pick. We have pick number 104 here in the 4th round. So I think I'm going to take a chance with Jameson Corey here. He's a right winger. I want to take him before he gets picked. 52 and 50 points in 67 games for USA. He's still 19 years old. He's a sniper. Could be low elite. Let's take a chance with Jameson Corey. And he is low elite, 58 overall. Always good to have some elite potential players. We have the 111th overall pick. This guy is a guaranteed low top 6 defenseman at 18, 6'3", 215. Aiden Cummins, big defenseman. I like that. 60 overall, low top 6, not bad at all. As for the 6th round, I'm just going to see how many picks we have left. So we have 1 pick in the 6th round. I might want to take that guy that could be elite that we pinned earlier, just so that he's not off of the list when we take him. Rene is actually guaranteed top 4. This guy's got to go 206. Probably still going to be there. I'm going to take a chance. He is low elite, but we actually have a defenseman that I seen here. Guaranteed medium top 4. Carey Rene, 17 years old. So he's only 17. Probably going to have a lot of time to grow. 48 overall. So this next pick, I'm definitely going to take that elite player, low elite, so he's not gone next round. So right here, Jerry Cochran, he's a defenseman, 6'4", 206, so he's huge. He is 50 overall, low elite, so not the best ratings, but I mean, we pretty much picked all elite players. That's good. Nicholas Bang. How can I say no to a name like that? 6'3", 209. He was great. So our pipeline for goaltending will be stacked. 58 overall, medium starter. Going through this draft pretty quick. I mean, I got the hang of it as to kind of what I want in the draft. I want those high potential guys. Let's see if anybody else could be a good pick in this list. Peverly or Luongo. Got a Gallagher goaltender there. I'm going to take a chance on one of these guys. Never loaded, could be elite. Let's take Cameron Peverly, a left winger out of the London Knights. See if he is elite. There we go, 50 overall, low elite. So not the best overalls, but overall, not the highest rated players, but overall I'm pretty happy with especially the top guys that we got in elite potential. I'm going to be jumping into the re-sign phase, and hopefully this is a good off season for us. All right, so here we are. Dougie Hamilton's in 86. Hoffman and Johnston are 86 overall. I mean, this is not always 100% accurate. I know Calco was in 87, so I'm afraid that he's going to go down. I know Lamos was in 86. So as for the contracts, right now we are in great position. We have 8.6 left in cap space, but all of our big guys are signed. Kako is going to be in need of another contract next year. Connor Timmins here, definitely wanting to keep him 5 for 3 years. It's going to leave us about $3 million to sign the rest of these guys. So, I mean, maybe we'll have to do a deal at some point just to get some cap space back. Zharkov, maybe I'll put him in a fourth line, see if he can grow there. Jordan Wheel, let's see what we need to do. I'm going to take a look by position. Because for centers, we are 100% set. We have Blais, Kadri, Wenberg, and Pajot. Even for the AHL, we're pretty much set there. So maybe sign a contract. Gonna get Jordan Wheel a contract. Good depth forward for us. For a left wing, we have Hoffman and Johnsson. Right wing, Kako, Zadina, Kapanen, Guryanov, Hartman, and Zharkov. So these guys, I'm not sure if we're going to keep Guryanov. He was just going to qualify him. See if maybe somebody wants to tender an offer sheet to him. And Kapanen, Hartman, I'm probably going to most likely keep Kapanen. We'll see about Hartman. I'm going to sim up a few days. See who signs to see how much cap space we have left. Alright, so Connor Timmins is back. Jordan Wheel, Zharkov. So Timmins, we get a good defenseman back, locked up for 5 years. Not a bad contract at all. Again, as for forwards, we are set for our forwards, really. Maybe give a contract to one of these to see what Kapanen wants. So Kapanen wants 4.2. Hartman is up actually to an 83 overall. He wants 2. So about 6 for these two guys. As for defensemen, we are set. We really don't even need to sign anybody. Let's look at in the system. So we have Reed and Cournoyer. We have 2 defensemen right now. As for the roster, gonna sign Kapanen here. So Kasperi Kapanen wants just over 4 for 2 years. So we don't really have a lot of things to do for free. We don't have a lot of work to do with the re-sign phase. I mean, all the guys we want are locked up. Probably going to let Hartman go. As for the rest of the guys can see here, even for the AHL, everybody is pretty much set. A couple of these guys that are younger, going to let them grow in junior for 1 more year. And I think we'll be set to go. As for goaltenders, we have, of course, Thatcher Demko, Olmark, and Picard. Lavallee is going to be in the AHL as well. So we have our goaltenders set. The rest of these guys, probably going to get them just to grow in junior for the next year or 2. So, yeah, let's sim up a few days. Let's see if Kapanen signs. And after that, we don't really have a lot of cap space left. I don't know if we'll have enough. So Kapanen is actually going to reject. I do want to keep Kasperi Kapanen, so maybe give him a few $100,000 more. We're pretty much at the limit right here. So I'm going to go maybe 4.5 for 2 years. See if he's going to accept that. All right, so there we go. Get Kapanen, $4.5 million for 2 years. Not bad at all. All right, so I'm going to take a look at what the free agents are. We have no cap space left. We have 1.2. As for free agents, JVR is in there for 2nd year in a row. Jonathan Drouin is in there. Elite exact potential, 87 overall. Love to have him on the team. I just don't have the cap space right now. I mean, it's not the strongest free agency class, which I'm happy because you don't have really any cap space left. Kako is going to want a new contract next year. That's one more thing we're going to have to look out for. I'm actually going to make a trade here, guys. So my thought behind this is that Hickey, we only have for 1 more year. It's making 4.6. He's only an 81 overall at 34 years old. Jean-Gabriel Pajot hasn't turned out great. Only 50 points. It was a fourth liner for us. He's an 81 overall at 30 years old. Both of these guys are on expiring contracts. We would free up 7.5 million for our free agency. We'd have an extra million in there, so we'd have 8 million to work in free agency. So we can get one or two big pieces. We'd be getting back a first from the Boston Bruins. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a good pick, but I mean, a first is a first. So can I make this trade? Just getting rid of some salary cap, get a first from the Bruins, and hopefully get ourselves somebody big in free agency, because I want to call up Broberg and one of our top HL forwards that was elite potential in the NHL. See how that goes. Lambos is now in the mid-80s as a defenseman, so he's going to be one of our top defensemen in the team. I don't think we need Hickey. So right now we have about 7 million of cap space. Gonna see what is affordable for us, see what moves we can make. I'm also looking at Toivo Teravainen. So he's an 86 overall right now. Top 6 exact. He wants 5 years. He's only 28 years old. So he's going to put up some crazy numbers. He was actually offered, I believe, in a trade in the previous episode. He had 58 points, 64, 70, 60. So he's a guaranteed 50-plus point player. We would have him for 5 years, or we could go towards Bowen Byram. He's a lower overall. Thing is, we do already have some good young defensemen, and I don't know if Bowen Byram would really grow if I put him on the bottom pairing. He's actually an RFA now that see that, so we're definitely going to have to give out some picks if we get him, while Teravainen is in UFA. So we're going to give him a bit more here. Let's see if I give him 6.5 for 5 years. He'd be 33 at the end of his contract. Teravainen would put a lot of pucks in the net. He would help out our offense so much. Hopefully Teravainen is going to sign. It'd be a big improvement from Pajot for one of our forwards. Oh no, Teravainen goes to the Sharks. Well, we lost out on a good free agent there. Let's see what else is available. So Granlund is actually available in JVR. So I mean, these two guys, the thing is they're older. I mean, he's 31. JVR is 34 years old. He would want 2 years. He would have him until he's 36. Still putting up some crazy numbers. I mean, 96 points, 94, a 40-goal scorer at 33, 34 years old. I mean, might be a good pick. Let's look at his stats. Look at his shooting is unreal. His speed is still 83. His deking is gross. I think I'm going to try to get JVR. If I can free up maybe a bit more cat space. So we need a 1.6 more of cat space. If I can make that happen, that'd be a sick addition for us. Player I am looking at just for 1 year is Ilya Kovalchuk. If you take a look, he's 83 speed, which is not bad. Has 92, 93, 90, and 90 shooting. So yes, he is 40 years old, but we have him just for 1 year. He's 4.1 million. So look at his points from last year. He had 34 goals at 39 years old, 40 years old. So he's going to be somebody that's definitely going to help out for having depth in the forwards. He may be an 82, but his shot is unreal. If we bring in Ilya Kovalchuk just for 1 year, that'd be pretty cool. Hopefully he can help us get our first Stanley Cup. That would be a nice move to have. Ilya Kovalchuk, is he going to come to the Atlantic Navigators on a 1-year contract? Try to get himself a Stanley Cup. Let's see if he's going to sign. Wow, so 2 first-rounders to Minnesota for Dickinson to the Canadiens. And there we go. Ilya Kovalchuk is on the team. So that's really nice. Hopefully, it might be his last year. Let's make it a good one. As for centers, we are pretty much set because as for our forwards, we are in a good position right here. One of our centers in the system could potentially come in, such as Denisov. So as for forwards, we are in a pretty good position, as well as defensemen. So I think we're set. Maybe just get one more center in free agency because we gave away Pajot. I want to see if I can get somebody to improve on him. Now, yeah, I'm going to try to make a deal here for Nolan Patrick, 84 overall at 24 years old, medium elite potential. He's a centerman, of course. He had 35 points. I'm feeling that he could definitely break out if he's only 24. He's only going to get better, get in the mid 80s, play maybe with better line mates. I'm going to try to give them the first that we had from Boston. They're a contender, so more than likely it's only going to be a late pick anyway, which we got part of that Pajot and Hickey deal. Or try to give them back Matthias Lindgren. He's 53 overall, 19 years old. We have a bunch of goaltenders. One of the reasons I was looking to get goaltenders is that, of course, with their trade value, Patrick is in a 1-year deal. So just like Kovalchuk could be a good addition for a team to try to get the cup this year, because I think we do have the team to get a playoff run and potentially get Patrick on the next year for a contract. Maybe trade away one of our Asian forwards to make way for him. A lot of things we can do. We could trade him before the end of the year if it comes to the point we're not making the playoffs. So a lot of options. Let's see if a first and a goaltender prospect will give us a medium elite center. I actually forgot to mention he does have 82 faceoffs, very good shot, good speed, so solid all around. Is it going to go through? No, unfortunately it is not. Maybe we're going to have to give up a bit more, so maybe another draft pick or two. I know you're interested in the third for next year. It's going to be a bit more value. No, unfortunately, it's not going to go through either. So maybe we'll have to let's throw in a third, maybe from Boston. The 2 picks we got for Pajot and Hickey. Doesn't look like it's going to go through. So, I mean, here Tobias Ryder, Vegas is offering him. He's 30 years old. He might not be bad for an AHL team. He has 68 points in 82 games. He's on an expiring contract. We would give up a third and a fifth for him. I mean, we already have a lot of picks right now as it is. I'm going to take a look at the draft picks. So we have 2 third-round picks in the 2024 draft. And this is already all way back. This is way back in the 2025 draft. We actually get a 6 back. Basically playing a third for a very good top-end AHL player. So he could help out the Halifax Battalion. Going to make the play. I'm going to make the move. Going to get Tobias Ryder in Halifax. Okay, so Gurianov has been tendered an offer sheet. 3.1 for 2 years. Don't have the necessary cap to match your offer. If not, we get a second round pick. So I'm going to take the compensation. I wasn't going to take Gurianov. He went down from an elite potential to, I believe, a top 6 potential. A second round pick will be nice. So we're going to just take the compensation. Going to take a free pick for Gurianov. He's been good for us. He was one of the players we got in the expansion draft. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a business. You got to make some necessary changes. So right here, Nick Batiste, 28 years old, 79 overall. Give up a couple of fourths. We actually get a 5th back. He would help out our AHL team a lot as well. I'm going to take a look at his points, see if he's worth taking there in the NHL. So he actually played with Laval, had a couple years of 56 points, 28 years old. So you could probably even grow it to an 80 overall. Give up a fourth, give up a 2025 fourth, get a 5th. Give up a 2024 fourth. So that's next year. We're going to make the trade. We already have a lot of picks. We have a lot of prospects in our system. Getting a couple of guys for Halifax will definitely help out our AHL team. Okay, guys, so these are going to be the lines for the year number 5 here, 23-24 season. So we did have a lot of changes to our lineup. Our entire fourth line is new. We have Gustav Zharkov, we got in the first round 2019. Dmitry Denisov, third round 2021. Both of them are elite potential. I was hoping to get them up to at least an 80 in the AHL. I had them play there a few years. They just didn't grow. So now that they're still young, 21 and 22, I think now is a good time to bring them up to the NHL. Hopefully get over the bump to get to a potential 80 overall. We did sign Kovalchuk to a 1-year deal. He's 40 years old, but look at those points. If he can put up 30 goals and 50 to 60 points for us on the third line. I'd be more than happy with that. We still have Kadri here. He's down to an 83, so he's on a 2-year contract, 6.1. So I'll most likely trade him before his contract expires, since I'm not going to re-sign him, and I don't want to lose him for nothing. So maybe it'd be good to just trade him before his value goes 2 down. Kapanen, we re-signed in free agency. We got him in a trade last year. He's returning to the team, his second stint with the team. Nick Baptiste here will be a good fourth liner for us. He's 80 overall with the +1. The top six have the top six here. So Zadina, he's an 86 overall. Kako went down to an 86. Blais and Weberg are still hovering an 84. Hoffman is still an 86 at 33, so that is fantastic. Janssen there, 28 years old, 86. We got him to replace Duclair. Ideal for me would be Wenberg and Blais go to at least an 85. Hoffman stays in 86 for at least another year, as we have him locked up for 2 years, $8 million. Kako and Zadina would like them to go up to an 87 or 88. Hopefully that works out for us. Hayden Fleury here, he's an 85. Hamilton's an 86. Tim is an 84. Carson Lambos, who we got in the first round, 8 overall in 2021. He is 86 overall. Broberg went up to a 79. D'Angelo is an 80. I am very happy with our defense. Unfortunately, Demko did go down, 85. He's actually no longer elite potential. He's starting goalie exact. Allmark is an 80. For the AHL, we have Picard and Charles-Antoine Lavallée. No longer with the Moncton Wildcats. They actually traded him over to the Drakkar in real life for a veteran goalie in Dakota. Charles-Antoine Lavallée is the backup. We did sign Tobias Ryder. We do have Tobias Ryder here. We got in a trade for picks in the past season, so he's going to help out the AHL team. Gustavo Roach, I'm going to have him. I'm actually probably going to move Rafael Harvey Pinard there if he actually doesn't give me a +3. Let's see what I can do here. So I'm going to have Gustavo Roach there in the second line. 69 overall, nice. I'm not sure if I can move. Maybe if I move a few guys around here, because I want that +3, but I definitely don't want to have a -1 there. So I think it's going to go like this. I'm going to put Colby Reynolds in the second line, given he's medium elite potential. Hopefully that works out for us. I don't really think any other guys in here are top potential. See if I move Bocage there. No. So I'm going to leave it like this. We're going to have Ilanin, who's top 6 forward potential with Roche and Ryder. Labash with Wheel and Colby Reynolds. Hopefully Reynolds can grow. 62 overall. He's only 18 though. He's elite potential. As for defense in Halifax, for the Halifax Battalion, Dorian Gibson, medium top 4 potential. Harty Kainen, who's a low elite potential. McDermott, Cournoyer, Allenin, and Reed. We do have multiple goaltending prospects who are medium elite, so those guys are definitely going to look to trade. They are on the trade block right now. And I may put Kadri or Hoffman there. We actually have Hamilton. I'm going to keep Hamilton. I'm going to keep Wenberg as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a couple of those goaltending prospects. So I did this on purpose to draft some elite potential guys just because of their trade value. So I'm going to keep Korosin because he's 19 at 70 overall. But these guys here are in the 50s and 19 years old. So chances are they won't grow too much. So those are two guys, Topita and Ligon, we can definitely move. They are pretty much almost at half full trade value. So, I mean, a third to a half. As for, I didn't want to keep my picks. We actually have 2 first-round picks this year. We have one from ourselves and one from the Boston Bruins. As for centers, like I mentioned, maybe put Kadri on the trade block. Either him or, Mike Hoffman has been producing like crazy. But he's 33 at 86 overall. If you see maybe start struggling, maybe put him on the trade block. But I definitely want to upgrade our centers if I can. And I know that Blais and Wenberg are going to stay. Denisov, he's probably going to be a future center for us. Going to put Kadri because he's making a bit more money. He's older. He's went down in overall. I'm just going to set up my surplus in once and we'll be all set to go. I think we are ready to go into the year, guys. So we're actually starting off against the Florida Panthers, the team that knocked us out of the playoffs. The team that knocked us out of the playoffs 2 years ago in 2022 season. Hopefully, we can get a win against the Panthers here. Starting off with a back-to-back. I believe that's the second year in a row where we start off back-to-back games. And we start off 4-2. Wow. So actually, we give up a lot of goals. So Janssen scores for us. Trocheck for them. Jesper Fast. Trocheck again. Janssen scores the second in the period for us. And Borgstrom. So Trocheck and Janssen both with big periods. Let's sim up the second period. And it's 6-2. Borgstrom has another one. And Malgin. 8-3. Wow. Smirnov scores. So Fast. Borgstrom and wow, unreal. So we actually have Borgstrom scores 2, Fast scores 2, and Trocheck scores 2 for them. 8 goals, game number 1. The Panthers say welcome to a 23-24 season. Yikes. I'm going to sim up a few weeks here and see how we go. Hopefully we can get back on a winning track. I'm probably going to sim up to the trade deadline this episode. There we go. 7-2 win against the Calgary Flames. I'm definitely not going to sim up the entire year. So no, we went through the offseason as well as we lose 7-2. Wow, we're just getting scored on like crazy. Don't know what's going on with Thatcher Demko right now. Josh Anderson here, 29 years old, 82 overall, 2 years left for Bocage, who's a top 6 forward. Oh, and Nick Baptiste. So we could actually upgrade from Baptiste. He's a 79 overall. Bocage, we got him earlier in the year for one of our trades we did, but Anderson would be an upgrade from Baptiste. He's 3 overalls higher, 29 years old. He's a third-line checking forward, so it fit in right into our bottom 6. He has overall pretty balanced stats, some really good strength. Of course, 6'3", 221. He's a beast. Locked up for 2 more years at 4.7. I'm going to do the trade. That's going to help out our bottom 6, which is where we were hurting. Thank you very much, Buffalo. Josh Anderson, welcome to the team. And we still had that +1. You love to see it. Anderson right there on the 4th line. That's great. Everything else I think is fine for now. We don't really have to make any other changes for the moment. As for the special teams, we actually have Kako, Blezadina, Hamilton, Hoffman, Kadri, Wenberg, Johnson, Timmins, and Lambos. That is going to be our power play unit, Kadri. And I'm going to probably keep Wenberg there. We actually have Zharkov, gives us a +1 there. And Kapanen and Kadri, 2 former Maple Leafs together at a +3. Lambos is an 89 overall, the back end for the penalty kill, so we shouldn't be giving up a lot of goals there. Oh my god. This is a trade I never thought I'd say. Alexander Ovechkin is going to Pittsburgh for Evgeny Malkin. This is one of the most insane AI trades I've seen. Oh, Pittsburgh fans and Washington fans, look at this. Oh my goodness. I never thought I'd see Ovechkin in a Penguins uniform or Malkin in a Capital uniform. That trade is ridiculous. Ovechkin is still an 86. Malkin is down to an 82. Pittsburgh 100% won that deal just looking by overall. That is crazy. We're going to have to look at the teams, the lines for sure of Pittsburgh and Washington, see how they play. That is unreal. Well, Ovechkin is a Penguin and Malkin is a Capital. What a time. So Sammy Blais is having himself quite the year. So he actually has 56 points just a little before a trade deadline. Kako is almost a point per game with 22 goals. Hoffman, 47. Hamilton there. Zadina has 21 goals. Janssen and Wenberg, Kadri, Hayden Fleury. The defense is where we're pretty much hurting. So we are scoring a lot. We're just not keeping the puck out of our net. Broberg's a +5. That is great to see. Zharkov there actually has 14 points. Denisov has 16. So, I mean, we're almost not in a rebuild, but maybe a retool for right now. As for goaltending, I'm sure that Thatcher Demko is having a rough year. 26 and 22. Yeah, 313 goals against. Unfortunately, he's not having the Vesna season of a couple years ago. But Sammy Blais being an 85 is fantastic. The way it's going, guys, we may have to try to get a good pick in this year's draft and build on that. Kako is up to an 87. You'll love to see it. Jarkov, 76. Denisov, 74. Slowly but surely, they'll be going up in overall. As for defense there, nothing has changed. And, of course, Demko is, I believe, an 85 now. He's an 85. And over in Halifax, Jukka Hartikainen has 41 points in 57 games. We're actually just out of a playoff spot. We are 5th in the division. I'm going to take a look at the rest of the guys, how many points they had. So Harvey Pinard, Ryder, Hartikainen ran at the top. Ilainen has 21 goals. I want to see for our defensemen. A couple of defensemen I wanted to keep an eye on. So Hartikainen, he's our player that's actually low elite potential that we got in the 4th round in 2022. 111 overall. What a steal of a pick. 41 points. I believe that Gibson is the other guy that I want to take a look at. Top 4. So far, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I want to see as for goaltending. Goaltending here. Picard, he's under 500, having a tough year in Halifax. It's definitely going to be a busy trade deadline the next episode. Definitely took a step back here. Like I said, in the past couple of years, especially the last season where we had Demko in an 87, we had Blais, we had Zadina, Kako, they were firing on all cylinders. We had Lambos that went up to an 86, just couldn't get it done. We just couldn't get it done. But we're going to end the episode here, guys. Next episode might be a bit of a rebuild. We'll see what happens. But thank you for watching. Do leave a like if you enjoyed. I would appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new so you don't miss out on any of the content. Thank you for watching. And as always, have a great day.